building an alliance. Creating a connection, one might say. Yes. Anyway, it appears we are alive. Brought back from the lands of not playing a game for a week. With this restored, who would like to give the recap for inspiration?
Duke should.
I actually saved mine from last time. I didn't use it the very next session. Crazy.
Actually, I guess I should. So now that we're back home, I can write.
It's okay, I can do it. It's fine. I left the place and then went to go sent out a letter, and then when I came back, somebody had stolen my hammer and tried to break it down, and that's when I caught them in the act. So I bonked them on the head and took it back.
Truly.
Leopold will, as the candlelight, flickers, will open his diary. Dear diary, after many days of dealing with kobolds, we finally left that god-ridden temple and made our way back to the estate. We negotiated a guild contract with the kobolds that should only last for about 5 years, open to renegotiation, as well as set the stage for the Child Kobold Education Program. Totally not re-education. Harold taught me about what a commune is, and so I made sure to make sure verbiage of that was not included in the guild contract for the kobolds. We then searched through the family house and found that my family did not trap any of our wealth, and instead had it open and available for anyone who went to the basement. Hopefully all of it was here, but the deed at least was, and after securing the money and the deed, we left the remaining kobolds to start cleaning up the place and went back to town. When we got back, Chime went to go take the medicine to our good friend Dagon, and I guess they got healed. I don't know. We got sidetracked talking to a ghost, and through the powerful wordplay and the expertise of Cormac, we were able to convince the ghost to stay. And it was going really great. In fact, they, seemed to be full of spirit, and we got to use one of those broken dark mana blocks to help ground them here, I guess. It turned all icy and everything. But, I think they'll turn out perfectly well. Also, I told them that the kobolds were now working for us. And upon saying it, it felt like time froze and some, credits music played as they looked aghast at me. I sure hope nothing bites me in the ass. XOXO Leopold.
Indeed. And speaking about time frozen and inspirations, one, you have earned your inspiration, and two, you what?
Well, the kobolds now work for us, subjugated to a degree.
We killed the kobold leader and his posse. We killed the raiding kobolds.
Yeah, and then we assured that the stupidest of them is in charge, and will use them to mine out the mine, and to a lesser degree have the children work in the farms until they go to school.
You're letting them attend school after they burnt
Yeah.
down many of our homes here.
Yeah, I mean, they're not allowed in the town. I guess unless they want to trade with the guy of the mine, but a pretty heavy tariff on that. I mean, if you want to refuse business, you have every right to as a business owner. But take a look around. Thanks to the kobolds, the dwarves, every poor thing that's befallen this town. There's not really many people around, and we need bodies to do work. And, the kobolds are stupid and gullible enough to take whatever deal I provided them, and they have like a 5-year guild contract that's open to renegotiation based on terms that are so open and available that I could just call it in whenever I want. I mean, it's a win-win for everyone, to be quite honest.
Roll
By
diplomacy.
everyone, I mean me. Diplomacy.
Here we see a fate worse than death.
You've subjugated them.
And they signed off on it, which is the best part. I have a written contract for this news.
It's just like a tiny clawed handprint at the bottom.
Yeah. And they see me as their chief, so,
All right, Lord. Very well.
Yeah. Look, Finnet, there's a saying from where I come from that, I mean, it's Darvonia, so, maybe you've heard it, but,
We're in it.
yeah, it was passed down from my family, which is, make your haters your waiters at the table of success.
It's a
And,
strange saying.
yeah, but like, if the kobolds are working in the fields and bringing in harvest, and they're working in the mines, they enjoy those things. It's labor that they, wanted to do. Then that means you don't have to do it, or other people don't have to do it.
Fine. As long as the little bastards are put to work, kept out of town. Happy.
Exactly. Plus, any of them that do come to town are just coming to bring goods. So it's totally on you on how you, deal with them. If you don't want them in your shop, you could say get out.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
In the meantime, my lord, I think... Look around the shop. I have much to fix.
Yeah. And if you need any help, please feel free to let, our good town director, Regis, know. I mean, obviously, I'll get to my desk at some point, but just remind him of the menial aspect of his job. Because between you and me, he was kind of skimming from the top, and gotta make an example of people who try to pull one over on the Valen family. So
It'll make sense. The town has been growing weary of late. Well, Lord Mayor, former Lord Mayor.
yeah, we actually found a temple to the what were they called again? Cormac or Jermaine or Harold?
You have to be more specific.
Well, the people, the like deity type people that we saw inside there. They had like a special name. Like there was a Primarch.
It's
There's,
the Primogens,
Yeah. We found one of them temples, and nearby, and wow, there's a lot of money inside. So we're looking pretty well these days.
Hmm.
Unless scale of 1 to a lot, we got a lot. So hopefully that could help bolster the local economy and.
Will we see repairs then, my lord?
Yeah. Oh, I guess you were kind of like in a ghost mode whenever we, had this conversation. But there's currently a raffle. Each, obviously starting with each building project, we'll do a raffle of someone who's still in town to see whose house gets fixed up next. And once it's fixed up, we'll, you know, we'll start working on their house, and they can live in Regis's house and bunk up with him. And then once it's fixed, then the raffle will be held in the next person's house. That way, everyone kind of gets a turn to both, enjoy the money that Regis stole to make his house really nice, and also they get their house fixed. And everyone pitches in and can help, working, and it incentivizes everyone working together to fix the houses because, the faster that one gets done and doesn't need to get re-repaired, the faster it can be their chance to potentially have their house fixed.
Right. I suppose then where is this raffle being held?
So I'm gonna be talking to Regis in the morning about it, but we'll probably have it in town, town square. Everyone will put their name into a hat or bucket or we'll like draw lots, and I'll pick a number from the lots, and if they have that number, they win. You should put your name in. We can help you fix this place up, and it'll allow you to kind of reintroduce yourself and show off the new you to everybody.
We'll look down at his body. Will they accept me?
And Leopold will give him a smile as he looks at Cormac and Germain and Harold. The real question to ask is, do they have a choice?
I better get comfortable with it, that's for sure.
Sparks fly from behind Germain as a word is written in the sky. The little trumpet. No!
Right, well then, I suppose I'll be by the square come the morrow.
Yeah. But, nice to have you around.
Yeah.
Look forward to working with you. We did find this really interesting elixir that maybe if you want to, get your mind off of the recent events, you could take a look at it and let us know what it does.
Give it here, I'll give it a look over.
Sure. And I'll hand him the elixir translocation that we totally don't know what it does yet, but we'll know probably soon.
Alright. Let's see here. PM notes. Sees. Fennec.
And you can take your time with it. We don't need it back immediately. We'll be in town for a few days.
A powerful elixir, my lord. One favored for those of the arcane persuasion.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm sure there. Looks at Harold. There wasn't much else where we found it, anyways.
And he'll go over the details of what it does.
Well, this is amazing.
I
we'll have to
simply
think about
hastened our search, my lord. We would have been lost among the rubble and
yeah.
rubbish, but I got rid of all the distractions.
Sure, Harold. Sure. But well, Finnick, you have a nice night. We're probably gonna go hit the hay because we've been up and moving for the past few days nonstop. So
Yes, and I have much to do as well.
yeah, if you have any problems or issues, like feel free to reach out. I mean, like I said, Cormac is kind of the magic that is going on here, right? A little bit. You're so crypts and stuff, so I'm sure you and Cormac could be great friends. Learning more about undeath and the life beyond life together.
Yes, there might be questions for you, Cormac.
Duly noted. If I can answer any of them, then I will be sure to do so.
Perhaps on the
Yeah,
morrow.
it's great when friends make friends. All right, guys, let's get some hay. Good night, Finnick.
You'll wave a hand as you exit the building, or the rubble, really, as he seems to go over to what appears to be a trapdoor and descend.
You know, guys, that went really well. I don't see how that could have gone any better.
Sure, if that's what you want to call it.
My
What do you-
lord, just we need to be certain that we inform the guard that there is a ghost.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I guess we should probably catch whoever's at watch tonight and let them know.
Maybe make like a public announcement so you don't have like hysteric village people being like, "Oh, a ghost asked me how my day was."
Well, remember we're having the town meeting / lottery tomorrow morning, so like I could
Oh,
let them know that.
oh yes.
But Cormac, what do you mean that it didn't go that great?
Might want to be careful about your wording, especially when you're dealing with the lingering dead.
Oh, do you think I offended him?
I think you were very close to.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, I don't know what to call him now. I mean,
That's not what I mean. You know exactly what I mean.
uh,
Talking about the kobolds. Bringing that up. Of course
I
he was
mean,
getting
like,
upset about it.
yeah, but, like, look, they killed himself and everything, but in doing so, it kind of, you kind of got to grow. I mean, he has a second chance at things, and you could make
If
the argument that without the kobolds, he wouldn't have.
I'm not
I guess
exactly
he would
well
still be.
read on ghosts, but even I know well enough that they only linger around when they have unfinished business.
Well, hopefully his unfinished business now is being an alchemist for the Valen family kingdom pyre thing.
Get to the
I
town
hope
square. Throughout your conversation, it seems Chime has also finished their detour to speak with Dagon, as you guys would meet in the town square.
Oh, hey Francis.
Yes.
The old apothecary has a ghost in it, but he's cool. Don't freak out if you see him moving about. It's the old, alchemist Finnick. He's now a ghost. Would you call him a ghost or? Um,
I
It
didn't.
seems rather tangible, my lord.
yeah, I guess like a revenant was that the word they used, Cormac?
It wasn't me who said it. It was Jermaine.
Oh, Jermaine. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Not
If you
going to
see
eat us,
Finnick-
are they?
No. I mean, unless you're kobold. That's a funny joke you had to be there for.
Right. All right then. So what do we do? Do we let them to rest? Do we?
Yeah, I mean, he'll be at the announcement tomorrow morning. Remember, because we're telling everybody to show up tomorrow morning for the raffle.
Oh yes.
Yeah, so he'll be there, and I'll talk
So
to
no.
him about it. About what?
Putting him to rest.
No. He's cool. He'll
Oh.
still be working as an alchemist.
Oh.
He can kind of, yeah.
Okay.
So like, if you get hurt,
So
like need a potion.
Just make sure people are aware that it's okay.
Yeah.
All right. Got it.
I mean, I'll make everyone aware. It's more just like if you see him in your patrol tonight, don't freak out. It's cool.
Right. Okay. Noted, my lord. Yeah. Oh, it looks like Hale has also returned from their journey. Anything else you need from me, my lord?
For you to have a good night and enjoy Night Watch.
Well, thank you, my lord. Try my best. I'm gonna go find someone to gamble.
Oh, good. Hale's back.
Hello.
Oh. Yeah, so the ghost is chill, literally. He's kind of like giving off a cold air vibe.
Did you bind him to his resting place?
I don't know. Or Cormac, is that what happened when you gave him the big, like, broken mana crystal thing?
I would have no idea. I wish I did.
Me religion if you
I
want.
mean,
I will try, but I do not have that.
I have religion.
Yes. One of my frustrations.
This is after the 20 days, right?
No, this is before.
This is before the time skip.
You know, he did something with it, and I think it was positive.
Wait, you didn't get him to move on?
I
Yeah,
mean,
he asked him to keep on being the apothecary because he had
That-
so much to stay undead for.
that's not an issue, you know. Moving on, not really for everyone. Sometimes there's actually a fairly known tale within my land of a ghost ship crewed by ghosts that wander the sea and sink other ships that are considered unworthy of sailing.
Right.
A
Well, as
pirate
long
ghost
as
ship?
that's what he
I
wants
don't know if
you to
they're
have.
Viking. We're Viking esque. If Vikings existed within this world, that I could reference them.
What's a Viking? What?
Rating is a good term you could use.
A raider.
You guys would know it anyway because we have incurred upon this land already in the past.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think he, he didn't want to do the burning thing anymore, so we stopped that. And then he was like, and I guess, after a quick chat, he was like, I'll stick around. And then we gave him the broken
Good.
mana crystal while he was like deciding that. Not one of the good ones, but like one of the broken ones. And he turned it blue, and now it kind of gives off a weird humming sound, and he seems pretty okay with that.
That should, I imagine that's how you bound him, which is fine, I guess. Just keep an eye on him when you
That's what
come to
Cormac
town.
said.
Because there's a chance that when a spirit is bound to our plane of existence too long, they lose some screws, so to speak. They go a little stir crazy.
I'm sure he'll be fine. Is
Just make
Dagon alive?
Dagon?
Yeah, the smith.
The guy that Chime was
Oh,
looking at.
yes.
How the fuck?
The medicine seems to have improved his condition. Well, he should live, but I mean, you never know with these things. He could die tripping out of his bed in excitement.
Well, we have a surefire way of having people stick around, so.
Wonderful.
That's not how it works. I mean, it can be if that's what you wish, but I think our friend Cormac would have to help out with that. He seems well versed in those arts.
I really am not. I'm a fledgling knowledge or intellectual at best.
I mean, you're better than me. I just kind of know how to link things to myself.
Certainly more practiced.
I just spent a lot of time reading, so I just know a lot of useless bits if they ever stayed in my skull.
Wait, you can read?
You can't?
I can't read. What is it? So I
Dar-
learned.
Darvanic?
No, yes, Darvon. That's a language, right? Darvonic.
The language we
Yes.
speak, yes.
Yeah, that's it. Can't read that. No clue.
Oh.
Do you want to learn? I can
Nope.
help you. Okay.
It's a garbage mushmouth language of peasants and the weaklings.
Say something, I don't know, beautiful or strong in your language. What does that sound like?
He will begin to speak in what is considered Finnish and sing you a Finnish song.
All right,
Which
let's hear it.
language is that?
If you would like to hear it, just put on a Finnish song from the Rasmus, and you'll enjoy yourself.
Okay.
It's Rukaja.
Ukasha.
Rukaja. By the way, I just made up that it was Finnish. I'm sorry, Nerpith. That's not actually how it sounds.
It's all good.
Well, I think we should all turn in for the night. We got a busy early morning. If y'all want to come to the raffle, y'all can. If y'all want to mill about town, y'all are free to do that. I'll probably have to talk to Regis for a bit. But I say we head to his house, get some sleep, check up on the cockatrice again, and
Oh yeah, I should probably help out with that.
yeah, it got a guy's finger. It turned to stone, but they got it back corralled in, so you might just have to double check the wall.
Oh yeah, by the way, my lord, I set up a meeting with mutual friends of mine.
Oh,
Yeah, so they should be contacting us at some point.
okay.
Just keep a head on a swivel and keep weapons close.
Sure. Well, I think that's a great end of the day. So I don't know about y'all, but let's head back to Regis's and get some sleep.
All right. As you all conclude for the day, heading back up to Regis's or wherever you might end up, you guys are able to long rest without issue, and in fact, the downtime will begin as throughout the next 20 days or so, you guys will achieve a few things to note. One, setting up the raffle, getting your villagers set to begin the progress of repairing their ruined structures. It is a curious situation, but for the most part it is well received and does have several notable buildings being repaired.
Perfect.
With Fennec actually being one of the, I wouldn't say it's first, but he's pretty high up on the list of people who get the building repaired before the downtime ends.
Oh, cool.
I would assist in making like walls and such if needed.
Yeah. Go ahead.
You say everybody enjoys it. That doesn't include Regis, right? Regis hates having people
Regis,
moving
that's
in
why
and out of
I
his
was like
house
relatively everyone.
Yes.
Can we make Regis feed the cockatrice once or twice?
I mean, it was his job to feed it. We told him that he was supposed to.
It is his job. But yes, throughout all this, your village will begin finding at least some semblance of life restored to it, with the repairs being made and the townsfolk rejoicing upon their lord's most hearty and wealthy return. And it seems some news has gone around town that the lord has regained their manor house and their holdings. With this, there is perhaps some sway that aids in some of your own endeavors. As Chime, you're going about town and trying to form a cult, yes?
Yeah.
All right, what kind of
You
cult?
start small, though, just, teaching people magic.
I see. All right. Well, through your quote-unquote teaching people magic throughout the 20 days, you do have a few people who kind of follow you around, kind of like a annoying fan from Oblivion style. And it's quite easy to get them to hear your words and really like listen to what magical teachings you might try to provide them. They would begin in earnest an attempt to become ritualists under you. I assume that's what you're wanting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have two quote-unquote cultists under you right now.
Plus those poor little villagers.
Yes, truly. It takes some time, but you are able to get to at least the point right now at the end of the downtime where they're able to cast at least one cantrip each. Aha! One of them, however, is doing a little bit better than the other. They have two cantrips. You can roll, if you like, a ritualism check to teach them. See if you can get them better than the baseline that I have provided.
Alright. Time to fail a roll. I have an additional +2 to this. Because I took complicated formula. Go!
Well, damn. It seems that these two that you have found and who have more specifically found how cool you are and what you've done with your liege lord are just innately good at magic. Who would have guessed? Throughout your teachings, while they began with initial just basic cantrips, you actually believe they have on a good number of cantrips mastered at this point and are even practicing a first level apprentice rank spell. So you have a group of two previous effective ritualists of apprentice rank under you now. Instead, commoners. So that will take your downtime. For Harold, I notice you're wanting to reforge a hammer, but I believe that was tied to Hale not being here. So
Yes.
Excellent. All right. In this case,
If possible, I was interested in just reforging in general. Is it something that Dagon would be capable of helping with, or is he too sick at the moment?
Dagon would be back up and running. Let's see here. So at full strength, he'll be back up come the first week's end of October. So about October 8th. So about midway, actually near the end of your initial downtime with Roka. So we wouldn't be able to help with any reforging until after this.
Okay,
Would
that's
he be able
fine.
to give like tips and
You could,
help?
give pointers and stuff, yeah. But you wouldn't be able to do any like masterwork stuff until after.
Okay.
He could still provide aid and insight. One of the things that he would have noted down is that the hammer you're wanting to reforge before Hale returned, being a magical item, would require a magical forge. One of which is notably currently missing.
I see.
Yes, your quest log specifically has the quest for this particular individual. Let's see here. Lost Steel and Silent Walls is the name that you gave to the quest. Woolgrim's Arms. Woolgrim, the town's armor, does hold the secrets of enchantment. If he is to be found and brought back, perhaps the two of them, Wolgrim and Dagon, could provide you access to enchantments and transference of enchantments unto other magical items. Without that, though, without any form of arcane laboratory or arcane forge, you would be able to reforge magical items, they just would lose their enchantment.
Well, that's no good.
So Dagon could totally do it. He would recommend you wait since it's magical.
Yeah, I would wait till we can achieve greatness.
Mm-hmm. All right. With your secondary requests, though, of investigating agricultural improvements and growing of potatoes, you can certainly form a potato farm without issue.
Yes.
So on the world map, where would you like your potato farm?
Pick.
Let's see here. Here you go.
Make it right in Short's front door. Do it.
Yeah,
Everybody has to walk through the potato farm.
We were, planning on making a path on the north side of the river, so
Yeah, we kind of had you pre-clear the road by just stopping through it.
it's probably fertile ground considering there's forest there.
Yeah.
Easy irrigation.
So I think right.
All right. Just go and reduce the size of this image and slap it on down.
How far is the manor,
Way too small.
the House Valen, from the Wolf Creek?
The manor house of House Phelan, so the ruins, I believe 6 miles away. Let's do another math. If you follow the road, it's about double what I just said. 14 miles. But if you fly, 8 miles.
Gotcha. So would we consider, just sort of party question, would the ruins eventually be our base of operations or the town?
I would say, the idea is that if we can build a direct route road, it doesn't matter.
Gotcha. Okay.
But there is space in the town. There's empty buildings in the town. If you want to build a building and develop it, it'd be there. But if you want to set up your wizard circle and everything, there was a wizard's tower, so we could just use the wizard's tower in the building.
It'll probably be what I'll do.
The other thing is, depending on how intricate we go with, town building, it could be pretty much anywhere. It could be the entire space from both the town and the ruins of House Phelan if it gets large enough.
Yeah, plus my house kind of sucks, and I'm not looking to invest a lot to make it super nice other than livable. I'm just going to take someone else's nicer place when we take over their land.
True.
This was my starter house. I flipped it, and then I moved on to a bigger house that I totally didn't kick out the owner.
Yeah, this is like the house that they give you in Skyrim to live in Whiterun, and we're gonna work to get the big mansion that you build yourself. Yeah, Sim's first house, exactly.
Given its setup, it looks like it'd make good for a good fort. It might not just be bad for generally controlling the region.
No, yeah, it's a great fort.
If we get large enough, it would be actually a really good city center, with the ghetto being where the town currently is, and then House Valen being the more high dollar area, and then we just have a constant shipyard going out to the sea.
Yes, it does have a central position over the area.
Does that river flow from the sea into the area or out from?
What do you mean?
So
It looks like it's coming from this mountain here.
does it come from the mountain and go out to the sea?
Yeah,
or does
it flows from the
in the-
mountain down into the lake, and then from the lake out to sea.
Do we have an area kind of like in Florida where saltwater meets freshwater?
It'll be more up here, where you have a bit of a delta of sorts formed.
Yeah, so we have a delta as well, which makes it very desirable.
Yep. What is this land? Is this like just
That's where the druids are.
That land right there, let me go look at my DM view where I have more details, is fairly open prairie land of sorts. It's grassland, grassy rolling hills. Every now and there's like a few like rocky boulders alike. It could be turned into fertile farmland, which is where this darker green color is, or this, I mean, lighter green color. Let me spacebar. This stuff right here. This is pretty fertile. That would make some pretty good farmland. This one, not as much, but if you work it and you set the time to adjust it, you could make it some decent farmland. It's just more of like scrag grass and prairies and a lot of open bushes and rolling hills and
Industrial
boulders.
complex area.
Yeah. You do have farms here. It's just they tend to be more of that hardier, like barley and things like that.
Gotcha.
But yes, with your downtime, I have formed your potato farm. Currently, I have it marked as Harold's Potato Farm. Feel free to rename it. As well as the trail leading from it back to the base of the bridge here, right outside of Wolf Creek.
I feel like Harold just going back and forth enough over a few days is enough to build some sort of like.
It makes enough of a game trail, effectively, which is what I drew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
With your first part of your desired downtime, though, give me a farming check.
A what check?
A farming.
Oh.
Farm, good sir, get farming.
What type of role is that?
See, it might be professional. Let me go look to see what you're working with.
I am a trained botanist.
There you go. All right.
Could be
Most appropriate one would be profession farmer. You could use botanist too. Profession would be the skill. Alternatively, you could use harvest herbalist, but it's not really what we're looking for, so profession would be more appropriate.
God damn it.
Well, that's an unfortunate roll.
What? Hold on, wait. Can I luck this?
You could luck, you could inspiration, destiny if you wanted.
Ooh. Look, I think someone owes me an inspiration at this point. Please.
That's short and Jake. That's not a.
And look, I've been quite generous with my my inspirations.
You wouldn't be here if it weren't for Harold.
Look, guys, we need these potatoes to feed the serf.
I'll give you my inspiration under the pretense that because it's close to the House Valen, you immediately put the kobolds to work in the fields.
Oh yeah, I mean that's why I put it all the way down there to be because it's for the
I'm
kids
surprised
to
you didn't put it
work.
on. Yeah. All right, you get my inspiration because you're putting the kobolds to work.
Okay, please, this must be good.
It's better.
Oh, Jake.
You know what?
You broke
know
double
what?
digits.
Hold on, I'm gonna spend a luck.
Okay.
I think that's a plus.
What's your modifier?
I think it's a +3 at this point. Yeah, it
it'd
is
be
a
three
+3.
because you have 2 remaining now.
And can I destiny this?
Sure. I'll put your destiny to good use.
Oh, man,
How many
I-
destiny did the skeleton summoner use that when we were in there? Like
We
3?
have no idea.
Probably 0.
Well, he used legendary actions. I thought
Legendary
that was
actions
Destiny
are not
Let's-
villain points.
Go!
Oh no!
Nice.
I mean, yes for that.
So it is a 19. So I'll that's from a 3. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
That's a professional attempt.
it's a solid try. Good use. All right. With your looking into the agricultural lands that House Valen now control, there's certainly some issues at hand. Not the best for farming or the like. The land that it would be better for farming would unfortunately be on the other side of the hills that houses House Valen in the forest there, which is, your liege lord's land. However, you think if you were to, perform some irrigation, do some little bit of diverting of some rivers, maybe form a dam or two, or, do some more engineering-based tasks, you want to go that crazy, you could fuck over your liege lord. But if you're not wanting to do that, outside of those things, there are certain parts of your realm that do lend itself well to some more hardy crops. As I mentioned, barley is one of the ones that you think would grow well within the northern edge of your territory. Potatoes will grow wherever the fuck you want them to grow, so you can grow potatoes all day. But in terms of agricultural improvements, you think that there is a way that you could utilize the river here without causing too much damage, while also ensuring that your crops even further out to field, and those that might be a bit further out towards like the edges of the coastline, would still be able to be I can't think of the right word for it. Not fertilized, but they would be given enough water that is fresh that they could do well and actually improve some of the climates out here. With your particular total being,
One
19.
I do have lore in Daravonic agriculture, farming tools, potatoes,
Mhm.
And soil quality.
Oh,
So-
I see.
Did you know that this man was a professional gardener and/or farmer and/or fucking botanist? I don't know.
Like- 90% of my lore is potato related.
I see.
I need like a story flashback of this elephant in the fields.
And I also
Tending
have
to the
expertise
soil.
in engineering knowledge.
Well, then you definitely could particularly set your sights to do some of these more high engineering tasks. With your lores, however, a lot of the tools used by Garavonia, they're very short-sighted, one might say. You think, with your particular skills as a craftsman, or a craft elephant, however you want to call yourself, and an engineer, you think you actually might be able to improve upon the plow design that is used by Daravonic citizens,
Yes.
especially with, if they start using elephants instead of oxen, horses every now and then. Most of the time it's ox. You think if you were to take some time and build up a blueprint, set up your sights to a more heavy-laden, multi-pronged bladed plow, it would require a bit more strength, but I mean, you guys get some oxen in here. You think that you could hitch it to them and actually improve the lives of the farmers of the region. And it also might make it easier to plant different crops that would normally have issues growing here due to the nature of the soil. being able to till that deep and that keep that earth fresh, as it were. And, yeah. And of course, the guano of your cockatrice could probably help with the fertilization of them crops too. Because surprisingly, even though their breath causes decay to farmland, their guano is quite helpful. You found that out while caring for the cockatrice in the basement.
I knew the giant death chickens were valuable.
Bro, their
It was worth
blood,
it, guys.
their
Trust me.
blood can. Oh yeah, we have that other elf statue we can.
Yeah, we have to do the elf statue.
Yeah, we got
We
the
have
elf
the
statue.
alchemist now, so we can set him to making the.
Yeah, we can free the elf statue tomorrow morning at the event too, and have the elf do stuff for us.
You owe us a life debt.
So, with setting up your farm and investigating ways that you might improve your agriculture, you're on track to get this done. You did spend most of the time setting up the farm and that road and research. So you don't have a plow yet, but you know you can do it.
That's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Thank you, Nerf.
You do. All right. For Leopold, you're wanting to help with the admin of town, rebuild and forge documents to trick officials to send resources in response to increased raids and the ongoing plight of a manticore named Roka.
Yeah, so I didn't know how much was going to be required for me with the whole raffle and rebuild system. I didn't know if that was going to be like the NPCs can manage it themselves, or if I had to be involved.
I mean, you can
goal
set
is just-
Regis to be in charge of it, or you could have, when the town guard do it, an NPC could handle it for you.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that Regis can't steal from me again.
Yes.
And then the forging documents, the aspect of it is to make it seem like it's not just me requesting aid. It's like other people also writing in like, we've seen an increased raids in this Roka thing, and just as a way to kind of have, because people don't want to help me.
Yeah.
They'd be willing to send it if it looked good for someone else asking for it. They're like, oh, well, if Lord Blingle is saying it's a problem, maybe if I help, then he'll see that I'm, worth talking to. And then plus it's a chance for me to say House Marvalen sucks and
There you
can't handle it themselves.
Do you have anyone that you know who can forge documents?
I can forge documents.
Aha!
This guy.
All right. Make
I
me
have...
a forgery check.
All right, I have Craft Scribe, and I have Forgeries as a lore, as
There you
well
go.
as Daravonian official documents as a lore.
Excellent. Give me that craft scribe check.
Cool.
And pretty high linguistics.
I have very high linguistics too. So it would be craft check, which uses my fellowship in this case. Which means that's a +9. Where's the Leopold on the map? This is an old Leopold. Let's see if there's any.
I just go to the town map and copy him over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab him.
Probably.
Are you grabbing him?
I got him. Just, there you guys go.
Nice. All right, Leopold. It's an adventuring skill. It's craft. Where's craft? This adventure skill. 25.
25. All right. Throughout your days organizing the town, helping to rebuild the efforts, and or just kind of leaving that for others to do after a certain amount of time, take a lot of time to forge documents, forming pleas for help from so and so citizen of X and Y and Z, and just various different populaces and local nobility who might be not, as noble as yourself, but they're of your town, They have enough sway that their word might also bring some concern from those from above. And speak on the raids of the mighty Manticore Roka and the plight that your people are suffering from. Calling for aid, send these various missives off out to your liege lord's lands of Oakenbrook in hopes that, might spread word of this creature's tale and perhaps more.
As a note,
Hmm.
I do have the associated contacts and black market connections, which I treat as set like they technically talk about looking for illegal goods and items and purchasing things.
Hmm.
But in both cases, I treat towns one size category larger. So I don't know if that helps in any way, but
All right.
It is
It just
forgery.
seemed kind
It's
of-
close enough to ill-gotten goods.
it seems kind of, essentially what I'm trying to do is get other people to pay for the things to fix the town. That way I'm not paying for it.
Fair enough. All right, I'll keep that in mind. Throughout these calls that you have been sending out, nearing the end of the downtime, you're starting to get a surprising number of adventurers coming to your town, seeking to help out with this issue. And you're spending a little bit of time playing damage control of sorts, trying to get them to, basically go on a wild goose case, just because Roka's not here.
Yeah, I mean, I would, either send them after Roka. It's also said raids, so I'd be like, I would explain the kobolds that are working for us, but then talk about, aspects of the town that basically send them on some of the quests that we have to help.
What are you trying to send them on?
So
We're trying to funnel them towards the Manticore, where he ran off to the other part of
I
the
would like-
island.
One would be is it?
I mean, they don't
Yeah.
have to go on the actual quest to complete it. They can scout out like the quests that are going to be pretty hard to
I would
locate.
basically send them out to go and try to find Roka and be like, we've already checked where the kobold mine is and where my thing is. So it'd be like, some of you head, to the northeast. Some of you head toward the, Banch fishery. Some of you head south toward between here and Oakbrook. See if you can find him. That way,
Maybe mix in that like the guy from Wolfgrim's Arms. He might have died to Roka. He out there somewhere.
Yeah. If we could find him, that would help so much. Or even any news about him. Basically, use them to to explore my lands and help get the quests started. So that way I don't have to do all the
And
easy work.
what are you promising these adventurers?
They could set up shop in the town. And live here.
Establish an adventurers guild.
Yeah, they could be a part of the establishing of the Adventurers Guild here. And I'll give them some money. We have a lot of money, so I can pay them. Just not as much
Don't
as
say
my
it like
friends.
Say we'll pay you.
Yeah. They'll get
We were paid
money
300
based off
gold
of
for
the return, the
kobold.
value of the information or things they bring back.
All right.
That way, it's not a fixed cost. I can be like, this sucked, 10 gold, and then I can convince them that that's enough.
Roll me a diplomacy check.
Ooh, baby. Diplomacy.
There's a good non-essential building we can just throw the adventures at.
That is a 22.
22. All right. Throughout your
And I will hex any of them that try to negotiate, so they're disadvantaged to try to fight back.
all right. throughout your remaining days of your downtime, you're dealing with the unfortunate busy work that is dealing with adventurers who have come calling, answering your summons, as it were, and sending them off in various different directions, whether that is, as you said, northwest, northeast, or south, just anywhere besides your kobold's home and your own ruin of a castle. Some of them, they want specifics, saying, "Oh, we'll pay you a vague amount based on information you provide." They're like, "That's not good enough. I'm just gonna leave." But some are like, "Okay, we'll see what we find out." And you have 3 different groups of adventurers, all sent out, willing to accept your task. One of them will also keep an eye out for the missing armorer, Wolgrim. The other 2 are mostly just searching for the beast as a way to gain notoriety as beast hunters. So they're more interested in killing the beast and ridding you of your plight. More for the thrill of it, but they still want to get paid.
I mean, I will give them some money, probably.
We'll see if they succeed.
Proof, kind of, that would be the best way to do it.
Yeah. They'd have to, that's why it's based on the value of what they provide me. That.
Yeah.
I mean, you could form working relations if you gave them a little money, you know?
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm willing to give some money. Just.
You know what you could do? But this would be terrible.
Tell me more.
You could front them some money, and say that if they fail, they can return to your town for free medical care, but they will have to repay their debt within the town.
You know? All right, Nerp, I changed my mind. I also add that to negotiations for the ones that, leave.
How much are you willing to front them?
How much money do I got?
Do more supplies than actual, like, money, because if you give them money, they may just fucking take off.
Okay, so here's a question. How much is like a gold piece worth in this area? Like, is this a lot of cash? Is this not much? Is this going to buy him a single healing potion?
Well, I believe a single healing potion is about 20 gold. If you want to use like healing potions as a measure of economy.
Sure.
It is not. Oh, I'll rephrase. It is a gold economy. Most townsfolk don't really deal in gold coins, but they do have enough like copper and silver that they could equate to a couple gold.
Sure.
Okay, so I would give the adventurers 15 gold as like a headhunting fee and this is only for the ones that want to drive a hard bargain of like, we need to know something. They'll get paid 15 gold. With like the whole, you'll have to pay off the debt if you fail sort of thing. Per person, 15 per person.
Roll me a diplomacy.
So almost enough for a healing potion, but not quite. 29.
I had that as a really high DC too.
Do I need to? Should I spend luck to make it a?
I feel like
5?
Look,
I feel like
think
our
you should
our
because this is what you're
vampire-
doing. Invest all in. Sorry,
Yeah.
what you were saying?
Our
We all-
fucking vampire scumbag lord stealing these poor adventurers with honeyed words.
Oh,
you
also,
know what made me think of this was the bandits that we have working as guards, not paying.
I do have charming, which is neutral groups are more willing to listen to what I have to say. So
It's true. All right.
Did you build a character for this?
Yes.
So, fronting some gold You did get a bit more takers, and those that were sent off in the various different directions, they will do so with a bit more gusto. You will need to provide a total of, let's see here. You will gain an additional group out searching, and since you're paying each group 15 gold per person.
Yeah.
You'll need to pay 315 gold.
Okay. I will give up the full payment I got from the town for dealing with the last thing we did, and then pay 15 out of my pocket.
There you go. But you now have 4 different adventuring groups, totaling 21 individuals throughout the 4 different groups, as they will each go out in search of respective Manticore Roca, terrorizing your lands and the lands to the south, as well as Wulgrim, the missing armorer. Whether they succeed or not, you don't know.
So that we can write. Can you give them names later on so that
Yeah.
we can write down and then hunt them down if we find them again? Just like the group name.
Mhm.
Just in case we find them when we're out later and
Need some quick cash.
need to leverage something.
All right. So for the first group, those that are mostly just interested in taking on the Manticore, you have Guild of Monster Hunters, the Merry Marauders, that's an interesting name I just pulled up for my generator. We'll go with it because I find it funny. You have a group of, strangely enough, goblins who are willing to take on your quest. And they call themselves the Glistening Rug Brigade. They all are covered in oil that they have stuck rugs to, like carpet
Wow.
fibers and stuff. So they're just really fuzzy goblins.
These goblins are furries.
For the monster hunters, are they monster hunters, or are they monsters hunting?
They are hunters of monsters.
Okay.
The third group would be a group a bit more professional, you'd say. They are known as the Green Banner, as they seem to bear with them a leader who has ties to the natural primal elements, and many other folk hold similar value, and they seek to put things back in balance. So they're willing to take on this quest more for removing this threat that would disrupt this balance. So they'll accept the coin, but they're more looking to help with their own reasons. Right. And then the last group, this is another one looking for a coin, like the Goblin group. They seem to be under the banner of a man who... He looks kind of like Flynn Rider from Rapunzel. A roguish sort. Kind of got that charm that you yourself hold a little bit, sort of. He goes by the name of Riedholt, and he seems to be a foreigner from the north, who has traveled a variety of different lands and comes from the Elentus Empire. And they are known as the Guild of Riedholt, as they fall under him. And this is the one that you had to convince to join. All right. With that said, we will see if any of them succeed in a moment. But you have acquired 4 guild adventurers, 4 different groups, all seeking to take in your quest. With that, though, we have Germain. You are seeking to form an alchemy lab and a tower for wizardry study.
The tower part isn't as important, but that's his intentions, because he's thinking of like basically just fitting the town with something that's accessible to the party that's helpful, because alchemy, I know we have an apothecary, but I think just streamlining it for the town, which would make more money probably, and us as an adventuring party. And then just his own designs as his future career in the upcoming kingdom slash, however big our designs become.
Yeah.
His starter, court wizard study. I got a broom closet and I have a name tag on it.
All right. And for your lab and wizardly tower, are you wanting those to be in the town, in the keep, one and the other?
Alchemy set in the town, court wizardly stuff in the study.
Preparing what was once the wizard study.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Just repurposing it, not necessarily just as it's achievable within these 20 days. I think more of a focus on the alchemy's lab getting done if possible, and then just getting things started for the wizard study.
Okay. I go pull up a book to see how long it will take for you guys to finish that, to see if it can be done in this time. Pretty sure it can, but double checking. All right. Focusing your efforts on setting up a lab in town to form alchemical experiments and crafts. One that has a bit more of a size to it to allow for a larger entity such as Herald to access and work on. It will take you some time. In fact, out of your 20 days of downtime, it will take you 16 of them. But you are able to finish it and begin prep on getting the rubbled tower within House Balin's ruins hold set up for your wizard study. So you begin work on this tower. It mostly the time you're spending is just clearing the rubble and the filth out of that tower, helping the kobolds there, which do help push it further. You are able to actually get some of the walls restored and even at least one furnishing placed, which is, bookshelf or a bed or a desk or something of your choice. But you do have one furnishing and the walls and the grime cleaned up by the end of your downtime. There is now a new alchemy lab. It is fairly run-of-the-mill at the moment. You still need to be able to buy the higher quality upgrades to it and whatnot to furnish it, but at least you have a lab and a workshop in town for alchemy.
Tier 1 alchemy set.
Indeed. All right.
Try not to think about what was lost.
Now, with that said, Bribsy, what would you like to do during the downtime? I do not see a listing here for you.
I didn't actually put anything because, for the most part, I figured this would be pretty easy. Cormac just basically needs a montage more than anything. A quick little training arc as he works on himself and tries to make up for the faults of the crypt previously done. So, doing the basic training is more than enough just to describe what he's doing. However, I would like to, if possible, maybe talk to Sophia a little bit while this downtime is happening.
Certainly. go to the town map and slap her token down.
Not
Where
to
do
interrupt, but my long rest token is no longer working. Or when I try to run it.
Oh. And that's on the one from the town?
Did you do it on the campaign or the select?
I did it on the campaign.
Huh. Max stamina's marked as 0, and that's why it's breaking. Let me see why it's marked as 0 on your token, because it should not be 0.
Gotcha.
Ooh. Maximum stamina. Why do you hate me?
But yeah, if it takes more than like 5 seconds, we can just wait till later.
No problem.
Continue Cormac stuff.
Con plus spirit plus vitality. Do you not have any con, spirit, or vitality?
I do. I don't have on that token.
I want to just do a quick fix, and it'll fix it for now.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, now it should work for a long rest on the one on the map. Okay, for Cormac, we're just gonna slap you on over, beneath this tree over here. You can
That's
have your. That's time. I zoomed out way too much. Zoom in properly. There's Cormac. There we go. All right, let me go grab your friendly neighborhood fiendish entity, and then we can begin. Token. Would be right near the entrance, right? I'm blind as a bat. I'm very much blind as a bat. Okay. Alright, during your training montage, eventually you would conjure forth your contracted summon, Sophia. There we go. You wish to speak?
Perhaps, if but a moment. If you have the time, of course. I don't know what it's like being vanished from this plane.
I have time.
Oh. You know, when we first met each other, I know that this whole ordeal started from a contract of sorts with Lord Valen, but I wanted to ask you more personally. Since it's not exactly Lord Valen that you're contracted to anymore, it's me. Sophia, was it?
Yes.
What are you getting out of this whole contract? What is it you want personally?
Curious question. Well, at the time, I wanted freedom. Was trapped in there for who knows how long, to be honest. And, well, I'm sure you well know, mortal lives do not last forever. One day I'll be free again. A better guarantee than that was of the dungeon. Beyond that, who's to say?
Just
So
merely a
much-
means to an end, then.
For now. There's so much the world can offer now that I am free. Much to choose from. Paths that I might take. All depending, of course, of what your Lord and yourself might do, though.
Well, truth be told, I'm still uncertain about Lord Valen, hence why I asked this question. If we're going to be bound together, then I'd like for us to at least cooperate, or to consider each other as, well, something of partners. But the relationship takes a weird angle if I'm always subservient to Lord Valen and you're an attachment to him more so than me. Do you not agree?
Well, he bound himself, the contract more specifically, to you. My
That's
bond is
true.
to you, Cormac.
My point is that I don't like the whole honor angle, and I'd like for it to, well, be consensual more than anything. Contract this, contract that. I don't work with that. When I don't like the relationship I hold with a summon, for example, I crush it and make a new one. It's that simple. But I can't do that with a living being, especially one that has their own thoughts and interests.
You're a curious one, Cormac. Very curious. Well, speaking of curiosities, I am... the phrase for it, morbidly curious? No. I'm interested in what your lord might do. For now, I'm content. Perhaps there might be cause for me to speak my mind in the future, provide my own guidance, as it were. There's empires before that had the ear of those from the lower planes. They have risen in strength. It can be the same here, too.
I've always been worried about people who whisper in each other's ears. Always ulterior motives.
But of course, we all have our wants and desires. What are yours, Cormac?
Well, I could give you the long-winded answer and say that I'm just trying to make a place for myself in this world, especially after a rough time when I was young. Or I could be more honest and say that I just want to see my mother again, to pluck her very spirit from the other side and to see her one final time. And right now, I'm not potent enough to do that.
There are other ways to do this, beyond the arts of necromancy, you know. Always make a deal.
I wouldn't feel earned if I didn't do it myself. But I will consider that.
The offer stands. Just let me know.
And what of you? You've dangled a carrot in front of me, but what sort of carrot could I even provide to you? To show a working relationship of sorts between the two of us.
Oh,
There's
you
gotta be something that you're interested in.
provided enough already, my dear.
Well, familiar escape and the promise of time is enough, then so be it. But I'm sure if that changes in the future, you'll let me know.
I will.
Excellent. Then that is all.
Very well.
You're welcome to stay here or you're welcome to be dismissed. It is your decision.
I'll stroll the town for a bit. Call me if you
All right,
need
then.
me.
That I will. But with that, that's all I want to talk with her about. So.
All right. Well, she's going to stroll the town and do things that you might not want her to do.
Don't care.
Well, Leopold might not want her to do.
Have you thought about summoning devils? It's super cool.
Second cult incoming. The cult
Second
wars will
cult
begin.
incoming. Oh, there's so many things I have to prep for now, based on today's session. Oh boy. All right. Next on the list, Harold. Not Harold. Hale. A lot of H's in this group. What would you like to do during the downtime?
I think just contacting Jarl and trying to get somebody with, actual ambassadorial powers to make deals and such
Gotcha.
to make a deal with Lord Valen, my lord, to kind of use him
Mhm.
a way to. I see him as an asset that we can use.
Very well, very well. All right. Sending a missive off to your peeps. Your liege lord in this case, your Jarl.
Mhm.
It will take some time to, one, get it sent off to begin with, just because of the blockade and sending it through a letter so important through enemy territory, effectively.
Yeah.
It will take time for the letter to be able to even be sent off. If you're wanting to go in person, we can do that too, but that will be a different thing to discuss. So it's up to you if you want to do a letter or yourself.
How long would it take in person?
Let's go to the world map. So you are over here on this island. You know your liege lord would be based out of there, so you need to go and find a ship to dock. Fortunately, you could use one that you might have stashed away on the western bank of your island.
Mhm.
Just gonna do that. Alright, about 50 miles to get to your ship. Assuming it's still there, but if it's not, you can always just get another one. And then from there, you guys' ships do allow for deeper sea travel, but fades and people, so you would know the route because you already took it to get here. So
Yeah. I mean, I would also be looking if there's, any ships that I know that would be patrolling the area that would be faster than mine.
fair enough. If you're wanting to get one of your own ships to drop off, so 50 miles to get to here, and you would sail towards them. It would reduce the travel significantly. Should be about there-ish, I believe I have them docked. Okay. Let's do some math. Calculator. You would be able to reach their ship in about 11 days. Give or take strong winds and no issues along the way.
I'm not the best shipwright, so I'll just send the letter and give it time.
Okay. In that case, it is pretty easy to send a letter. Getting it in a way that would require or would not have it be intercepted in any way would be a check in your case. So, for this, you could send the letter by a bluff check, a stealth check, a survival check, or through magical means with a ritualism check. Pretty sure that's the skill I was looking at. Or binding. Ritualism or binding.
Let's go with a binding check,
All right.
because I'm okay at that. Let me get to my token. We have. So. Oh, wait. I have luck now. I have 1 luck.
Aha.
So I will make it a 15.
Aha. Okay. Your missive will be sent off, and you do still have a good number of downtime actions you could perform during this period. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I could help rebuild, I guess, is going to be the big thing. If I can, I would try to build a berm around Wolf Creek.
Okay. It'll take some time, but you're able to utilize your innate connections to the earth and your magics therein to help form and prepare some of the town, as well as begin the construction of a berm.
Yeah, I don't think they're good enough for a wall. A berm would fit fine.
Yeah. Should do for now. With that, do you want the berm placed on the south, the southeast, the east, the northeast, the north side of town? The west, southwest, and northwest side of town are all covered by a river, so it's not really as needed.
The east then.
East then. Excellent. All right. Very well, very well. So, with that said, everyone's downtime will conclude. 20 days will have passed, and you guys are now on the 9th of October. 7 days from now, and Roka is set to return to meet with you potentially. Before this occurs, though, I need to see if any of those adventuring parties did anything useful.
Yay!
So, the Merry Marauders. Let's see what their chance is.
They killed Roka. No need to have the encounter. Let's go.
All right.
Translation: our experience, you fool!
The Glistening Rug Brigade. All right. The Green Banner. All right.
Rubber Raggy.
And the Guild of Riedholt.
They got
Man.
my luck today.
Yeah, they do.
Which one's the Glistening Rug Brigade?
Second roll. 41.
Can I destiny that? I want them to win.
I will allow it.
That's a 51 now.
If
Or
you...
whichever is better for them.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I still want them to die.
They stumbled upon something that caught them all on fire.
Hey, here's the thing. If a 50 makes it to where they fail but still come back, that's a bonus.
That's also success. That's anything. Basically, the only true failure is they succeed on the quest and take our XP.
Okay. So, the Merry Marauders would not return. In fact, you are given word from some of your guardsmen that they were spotted in the northeastern plains. Their bodies racked with some form of poisonous energy. They were slain and peppered with spines, and it seems they did find Roka, or at least some form of monstrous beast, and they did not succeed in their endeavor. They did all perish. The Glistening Rug Brigade. They went northwest. They would return, though one less goblin amongst them.
No.
The goblins would return holding forth what appears to be a mighty shell that has a pair of crab eyes poking out from holes within the shell, and they would hold it up. And one of them would mightily declare, "Welcome, my lord! We killed the beast! We killed the beast!"
Crap.
Is it actually dead?
You look at the shell that they're holding up. It looks like they did kill it, whatever it is. It is dead. But it's clearly not a manicore.
First off, we're gonna compliment sandwich this thing, okay? You guys did great. I feel sorry that y'all lost one. Obviously, you were worth every piece of gold. However, that wasn't Roka.
No.
It's a big old crab. No, but you did kill a big old crab, meaning that you deserve to eat some of this boiled crab when we boil it up. Yeah. You know what? I think, and in fact, if you guys want to stick around more, I think y'all are great crab killers. We might get you some better gear to deal with that. And I think y'all should stick around.
Yeah, we can do that.
Perfect.
Crab.
Yeah, just take it to take it over to Tina Amberbrand of the Butcher and tell her that boil it up and you guys deserve first cuts.
Okay.
All right.
Rug
Good on
Brigade.
y'all.
Rug Brigade. They'll chant Rug Brigade as they leave with the shell in hand. You're not sure what they killed. You don't think it is a giant crab, though.
Oh.
It was a monstrous beast of some form. It fucking was.
Can I make a check to figure out what it is?
Knowledge, nature.
I don't.
If they make a noise around town about killing a monster, then time will just see
All of them are
will,
certainly making a noise about town as they're like holding the shell up over their head, all chanting "Rug Brigade, Rug Brigade."
So I have Lore Shabo C.
Oh, you can roll it. You can roll a nature check, a knowledge check then.
Yeah, with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll make a knowledge check.
Jermaine, why don't you give me your rolls?
Look, I'm sorry, it's contagious.
Yeah, 13 to figure out what
It is contagious.
Anyone
Oh,
know what that was? Just calling out to everyone in town, figure out. Harold?
My lord.
Do you know what that giant crab thing they're carrying to the butcher is?
I have lore draconic, rather expertise. Lore expertise in what am I even trying to say?
Nature?
If it was Arcana, I do not have nature. I have draconic lore, and I'm just guessing off of like history.
All right, let's see here. 17 showing. Go with your lores as well.
Unfortunately, I do not have Rukuja fauna, so.
Unfortunate.
Elephant, do you know your nature?
Well, I've got quite a knowledge of Deravonic sea imports.
Do you really?
I sure do.
I mean, if you just have also knowledge nature, that would also be.
I also do have knowledge nature.
Just make a knowledge check, dog. It can't be worse than what we rolled.
Just you wait. I'm gonna roll a 4 this time.
Let's go. We gotta go.
Solid. Ooh.
2 17s.
And yeah, I got lore, Dervonic Sea Import. That's probably that.
Is it potato related?
It's
Nerf?
most of them are potato related.
Yeah.
So.
All right, let me look at this thing's notes. What were your lures again,
wait,
Jermaine?
Wait, monster head trophies.
Oh,
Um,
you have a lore for monster head trophies?
for rendering, because if I want to
I-
like keep
All
the
right.
heads.
Fair enough.
I have gnomes, underdark, draconic, arcana, illusion. Yeah, I think just maybe underdark, maybe draconic lore if that actually has any relevance to it. But yeah, I don't think anything terribly relevant unless this thing is a historical beast or magical or underdark or draconic
Gotcha.
related.
All right. Harold, you know a little bit. Just a tiny bit because of your trophy lore.
Yes.
There are tales given by sailors of these terrors of the deep, these entities, the like strange shelled and psychically linked beasts that are said to terrorize the undersea trenches and the coastal realms of the sea, often forming horrible armies and servants garbled from flesh and sea crafts that they seem to have been formed from these entities. They are a little more than a rumor, but when they are spoken of with great fear and I don't really want to say awe, but it's definitely a tall tale. If this is what you
Superstition.
superstition. If this is what you think it is, that's incredibly impressive. Those fucking goblins, to be honest. Because if it is indeed what you believe to be known as an Incudulus, copy, stuff. These things are said to be able to form puppet armies through their psychic links, and if left unchecked, can dramatically turn the tides, no pun intended, of a coastal village. Basically turning something that was once a fishing village into a slave factory for these things that might grow to be larger and become what is known to be an Incudulus lord. Not fun. So if they killed one, that's pretty impressive. Pretty fucking impressive.
My lord, best you, stab that thing quite a few more times, I'm thinking. I've heard about a tale of a flesh beast from the seas which enslaves the population.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Let's
And it might be worth asking where they found it, because it's far more likely there's more.
Gotcha. Okay. How about, since you're really good at cooking too, you go help Tina, the butcher, make sure that thing's fully dead and safe to cook and eat before those guys dig in. And After they've had their meal, we could talk to them about where they killed it.
Fine plan, my lord.
And if it tastes good, I mean, get yourself some too.
Oh, well, I was planning on dabbling in some psychic abilities, and perhaps I could learn a thing.
Yeah, not too much though. I'm the one making the puppet army. All right, well, have fun.
All right.
And
With that, the next group come into your office, Leopold, would actually be some of your guards, who would be informing you that the Guild of Riedholt have not been seen. And they were last seen traveling south to investigate the Southlands, around like Oakenbrook and Hillock Farm. But beyond their traveling south, they have gone missing. There's no sign of their bodies, there's no sign of their passing. Beyond that, they're just gone.
those bastards.
The Green
Don't
Banner,
we know
however.
that this island is full of journeymen and above terrorists?
Hey guys, I think maybe we might have a problem down south near Hillock Farm. I don't know.
Oh, that's where I sent Roka, guys. Remember, Roka's actually that way.
Yes.
So I don't know what killed the guys up top with the poison darts.
Iroko could have just ignored you, but yeah.
Yeah, I think they died of Roka, which is good because I said, like, "Did you hear about the Avengers coming to kill you? They're dead." I did my part.
All right. The last group, the Green Banner, they would return a little roughed up. Looks like one of them actually is doing not well, but thanks to you guys restoring your local apothecary, they're gonna be fine.
They're charged double for their potions.
They would return to town though, and would meet with you, slinging the head of a manticore upon your desk.
Oh,
Ooh.
y'all killed him.
You have slain the beast, my lord.
Did
A
you
great-
see the Guild of Reholt when you did this?
Guild of Riedholt. Those other adventuring bands you called forth.
Yeah.
We heard they were looking into that missing armor of yours.
Oh.
Last we heard they were out in Oakenbrook looking into it. We had already gotten to Roka by then, so sought to take out the other quest of yours.
Well, honestly, well done. To be quite, I'm shocked you were able to kill him. I was expecting y'all to come back and be like, "We found him. We need help." But
Well, he flew down upon us as we were investigating his hunting territory. Gave us no choice but to confront the beast. He did get a couple of us quite nastily with his poison in his spines, but in the end, we slew him with none of us for worse for wear. As for payment, mentioned based upon our success, that would be a deciding factor.
yeah, so we got a few different options here because once again, above and beyond. Obviously, so I guess we're in Regis's house, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, y'all just take a seat anywhere you want. Like, don't worry about the blood or the gore. Regis will clean it up later. So
He's just in the corner crying.
So, what exactly y'all want? Because I mean, as you probably saw it, look around. I mean, from when you left and when you came back, we're kind of rebuilding this whole place, starting from scratch. And honestly, we're looking for good hands.
Hold on, my lord. Sorry. First thing we need to do is offer these guys a drink.
Oh, that's true, Hale, from your special drinking horn.
Yes, yes.
One of the the priests in the back within the green banner would raise a mug as you say this. Aye, that we do. Drinking any successful accomplishment requires fine ale.
Yes, yes. Have some from my magical drinking horn.
Oh.
Like nothing you've ever heard of.
Yes. Yeah. I'll bring his mug on over.
Yeah. So,
Ow! I would look to Lord Valen and kind of look for, how bad do they want them drunk?
Just
I'll,
raised eyebrows. Just
I raise them a moderate amount.
So I would start pouring out moderate booze.
Excellent.
I was like, do you want
So-
deadly?
The dwarf doesn't care. He's just, give me more. Come on now. What kind of victory drink is this?
Yeah, we need more people. As you see, we're growing,
Mhm.
developing. I don't know if y'all saw when you came in. One of the other parties who like, it's been a good news, bad news kind of day or week. The Reed Holt people disappeared. The Merry Marauders were killed by something poisonous to the northeast. And then the Glistening Red Brigade, they lost one of theirs to Incutulus or Incutulus.
Ooh.
Yeah.
They slay
But
the
they killed
beast. That's good.
Yeah. It's dead. But I mean, there's still problems around, and we're always looking for capable hands. If y'all want to stick around, set up roots here, I would be more than happy to, give you a plot of land for y'all to develop and start your own. I mean, between you and me, I feel like y'all are a little bit more professional than the Glistening Rug Brigade. So if y'all want to, spearhead the local adventuring guild and manage it, I could probably, get you a plot of land in town to develop a building there, and then, we can hash out fees and long-term leases, in the future.
The first year, you should probably be.
Yeah, first year's free.
He will look to his companions, and they will begin speaking in Druidic. If you understand Druidic.
No.
Nope.
the one language.
How drunk do they look?
The dwarfs doing pretty fine. Most of them are drinking it in moderation, but they are getting a little bit. Eventually, they'll start feeling the buzz as their conversation goes on, and it feels like some of them are starting to slur their words a little bit.
They're
However,
friendly.
I do have empathic telepathy still, which allows me to kind of get a general feel of their emotions. And I have the thing where even if I don't understand what they're saying, I would know if they're telling a lie. I don't know what the lie is. I just know that they lied.
Yeah. All right. It seems their emotions are fairly mixed. A lot of them tend to be, I'm not really sure say this is emotion, but we'll just
What's
go
the
through
vibe
it.
like?
The vibe is curious and joyous.
My lord, if I may speak with you.
What was that?
What's that, Hale?
You may want to mention the current state of the world and that we are pretty far away from where major events may be happening.
Oh, yeah, well,
And
the
that
whole...
it would be good to set down roots away from these major events.
Yeah, I was thinking about kind of, I'm going to see if they take the initial bait, and then if I have to, maybe fish the line out again, I'll include some other things. That dwarf, does he have any, or do you see any markings that would, classify them as friendly to your people?
Looks at the dwarf.
Or is really any of them?
looks at any of them.
You can roll me a perception check.
Well, you'd probably be able to clock immediately if this dwarf is having like your hometown raiders outfit or markings, I guess.
I mean, they generally would hide that stuff considering they're in enemy territory right now.
Oh, that's true. That's true. They're not. Yeah, I get that.
With a 21, you're not seeing any symbology that would indicate that they are of Rukaja. If they're allied with them, they hide it well.
As nothing visible, let me try something. As Hale goes and says, "Before we continue, I would like to propose a toast."
Aye. One moment, come on. I think we've spoken enough. Toast that toast, yes.
And then he would say, "To more drinks, more women, more wine, and more fun times." And then he would say the traditional Rukaja cheers that is in Rukaja to see if they would respond.
Is it Kagi? Is the
Rukaji.
Kaja is the name of the language.
Rukaga.
All right.
See if any of them would misstep when he does it.
Roll me a sense motive.
Yeah, does the vibe change? Can I also make a sense motive with him?
High or low?
High.
All right. There is a bit of a pause you would feel in the vibes, Leopold. It's like a flicker of curiosity, kind of getting, or confusion. Hale, there's like a moment, like briefest a pause for the paladin of their group, the elven woman. But beyond that, you're not really getting much. It seems they're pretty good at
Sorry,
hiding it.
slipped into it from the north, near Eldaria way.
Ah, well. So, folks are as he's kind of stops what he was about to say, the Fjordbolg cleric druid, you're not quite sure, they're wearing metal armor, so it's kind of hard to tell, would speak up. I think we've decided, and he would look to you, Hale, and give a nod, and would repeat back the same phrase. Skjuld, I think we'll be happy to set up roots here in your village. Form a circle, if that is all right with you, my lord.
Oh God, thank goodness! I thought he had really fumbled it with that stupid toast again. Yeah, that would be perfect. If like I said, y'all are let me know what plot of land y'all want to look at. That'd be best. We do have like a cave and some trees to the west. There's that grassland to our east that poison thing was, so I'd watch out there. But hey, maybe you'll find something cool out there. Yeah, just let me know, and we'll kind of denote that region or that plot of land is yours. And then if you want a place in town, we can do that as well.
I think just south of town, along the river's edge, would be best for us.
Perfect. So we'll you go and find a place, then one of y'all can come back and I can mark it on our map as your claim, land lease, and obviously the first year is free on me. And if y'all need help developing, just let us know, and we'll work to see what resources we can get y'all.
Right. Well then, the future business.
To future business, and just so y'all are aware, there is a river scale kobold guild, I guess, tribe, who also is friendly toward us. So, be kind to your neighbors, that sort of thing. If you have any problems, let us know. If you need to be introduced, I can kind of work something out.
We'll keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Well then. Move on, Banner. I have a home to build. They will turn, giving you a slight nod of the head as they leave your office. Alright.
See, worked out.
Yeah. Next time you're seeing it, if it didn't work, then we kind of fumble it, and then they would be like,
We just
kind
killed
of
him.
know. Yeah, but like the goblins, they're not worth killing, even if they aren't cool with it. Like, we could just string them along. So
Yeah, but those guys
idea.
could be a threat.
We'll have to work on a better execution in the future.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'll give you some cultural tips of my area, and we'll see if we can't get you to where you can decipher who's who.
Yeah, starts speaking fluently in Kagi back to you.
Yeah,
As
but that's culture.
I write documents in it. yeah.
There's a difference between culture and language.
Next up on your linguistic training, Druidic.
Yeah, Druidic. I could totally learn a secret language now, guys. I promise.
Maybe I'll learn Druidic.
Alright.
Well, guys, we were 2 for 4. That's a 50% success. And were we able to loot the bodies of the Merry Marauders, or are they still out there?
Your guards brought them back, but they are pretty heavily damaged from the combat.
Oh, so do I get my money back at least?
No.
No. What was this for?
You have to remember that that guy was greedy as hell.
That was
But
the
also-
Reinhold guy that was.
Did we get any EXP for Roka dying?
Actually, question. Looks at head. Is it Roka?
Looking at the head of the creature that they slew, it does appear to indeed be Oroka.
Well,
Nice.
Which means we now have another question, because your downtime was in preparation for Roka's return. Do you still want to end the downtime now, or do you want to continue the next major event? Or is there anything else you would want to do?
we need to go find the Smith guy.
Yeah, maybe we should go to Oakbrook. I mean, people
Yeah,
are just
'cause if people are disappearing.
I think we. I mean, do y'all want? Does anyone have anything that they're close? Like, if spending another 10 days would get you where you need to be?
No, not germane.
No, I should probably actually spend my XP and not just hold on to it like a greedy little goblin.
Yeah.
I only have 120 more XP to spend.
Yeah, I would say we would probably get to the end of the 20 days and then probably set out for Dagon. Or, yeah, to the Oakbrook.
And Oakbrook to look into missing armorer, Woolgrum.
Yeah, because I feel like 20 days is enough for us to get like any projects that we started or are working on, like at least some sort of foundational support.
Mm-hmm.
If not, the ball rolling for other people to take over for us.
All right.
So,
Well, the 20 days will conclude as you guys can make your way down south. This might be an end session soon type of situation, because I didn't think they were going to kill Roka. Not gonna lie.
Well, I don't think we're gonna kill Roka this session anyway.
so I have a question, DM.
Yes.
along Chronos. Technically, we did complete that quest.
It is true. You do not get experience for
money.
fighting him, but you do get experience for completing his quest.
And what about the Inuctulus? Do we get Phantom XP for solving a problem that we didn't know about?
No.
Okay, cool.
The reason you get experience for the Herald of Terror is because your quest was to spread the terror of Roka, which you did do,
I did that.
and then
Yeah.
you got him killed.
Yeah, so then I didn't have to worry about him coming back.
Yeah, Roka might have bargained for more than he thought.
Here's the mighty Roka, and he loses.
So what you're telling me is the quest I created was get the mana core out of my house, have it terrorize my neighbor, cause problems for him, and then solve it myself.
Right. You guys gain 10 experience for the Herald of Terror.
Yeah.
We're truly skilled.
Truly.
How far along into the thing is Roka killed?
He would have been killed on
We still would have had to do the 20 because Stagger would have been gone, setting up his farm.
It would have been on October 7th.
No, it was more a question because that experience would let me get another talent, which would impact the 20 ritual rolls I have to roll to see my blueprint progress.
There you go. But yeah, Roka would be slain on the 7th of October.
Wow, guys, who knew outsourcing?
Oh god, I need to look at the calendar to understand that. By the way, I need to roll 20 ritual rolls real quick, don't mind me. I only need to see if I roll a 1.
Just roll 20 d20s and see if you get a 1.
How do I do that and make them all spell out? I'll just...
Oh, do you actually care about the number result, or do you just care about...
No, I just want if I have a 1 or not.
Yeah, just then do /R 20 d20.
I didn't control Z.
One thing you could do... Oh, I actually don't have that macro in here. Never mind. I had a macro in my other one that would roll a die X number of times and it'd show you the result of each one, and it would say if the die is correct or not. Like if you rolled above a certain number, it would say if it was a success or not.
Is the 7th of October?
That is day.
How many days is that?
19 of 20 year downtime, because the 8th is your last day of downtime, downtime 20, and then October 9th is no longer downtime. You're actively venturing on that day.
You were 1 day short of that, saving that other one, Chrono. You got 2 1s.
Yeah, I was. That sucks. Oh well.
Unfortunate.
Alright, cool.
We can wait 2 more days if you need 2 more days. You just have to let us know.
I'm officially unlucky with 2 fails, but not extremely unlucky. Alright, that's all.
Okay. So, settings travel to the south. Notably, I need to mark something on the map. See, they would have arrived. I'll put this in this one, actually. There you go. You do not know this, but in 10 days, there will be a letter arriving for Hale.
How many days?
You do not know. I have marked on your calendar so I can mark it and note it, but you guys may or may not be in town when it arrives, so. But traveling southwards, yes?
Yes.
Oh, also, I guess one thing we would have the alchemist working on is the cure to petrification.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, I would, since they responded correctly.
We don't have the letter back yet.
No, that's the thing. Since they responded correctly, I would go to the druids and I would tell them that I am expecting a letter and to receive it and make preparation, and they may make preparations as needed for such things.
Noted there, kinsman. We'll, make sure things are nice and tight here for your return.
Yes, please, if you would. I may not be here when it comes, but I don't want them to arrive here to hostile intent if that is the case.
We'll find your shores safe.
Thank you.
Alright. Okay. We'll see if there's an encounter along the road. Oh boy.
My favorite.
Downtime. Rock
Yay.
fall.
Would you like
I
to
didn't even have
adjust
to
my
roll
roll?
d20 for it.
Who dropped all of these logs on top of me?
No, not another environmental encounter. Our only weakness.
Give us like 40 people with guns, we'll take it.
Yeah, a fight we could deal with. You know, diplomacy and RP we could deal with, but environmental encounters, we all die.
Would you guys like to adjust my D100 roll?
No.
Alright.
Even lower.
I mean, one is. Oh, that is very bad.
Let's see here.
Short session, by the way, guys.
So,
Time to fall in another dungeon.
as you are traveling south along the road, you have officially, at this point, are crossing the border into your liege lord of House Marvellin's territory.
Ugh, hate this guy.
As you are traveling south along the road, would you be traveling with any vehicles or the like?
Unless Harold is a vehicle, then no.
Gotcha.
Are you pulling a cart today, Harold?
No. Actually, well, and just point of order, I'm gonna drop off every the package of things that I was carrying.
Excellent.
Oh yeah, Harold.
down
I heard
to-
you were modifying a weapon. I can do enchants and stuff if you didn't know that.
We need a better forge for magical enchantments.
True.
No. If you're wanting to drop stuff off, are you dropping it off in House Valen, the old ruin? Or are you dropping that off in Regis's house?
It's a question for my lord. Where's the best place to be keeping our loot?
I probably would have left it at Regis's because it was like statues and
Okay.
some like harvest. Well, all of the harvest.
Yeah, there was like a bunch of
resources.
iron ore and leather,
Yeah.
which could probably be used by the town, like bones, like
Yeah.
all the trade goods and materials would probably be the ones dumped off.
Mhm.
Just because the town could probably use like the common stuff that isn't very valuable.
Yeah.
Any of the expensive stuff you could probably put in this forge area. I imagine he has a pretty secure.
Okay. Storing it there, that would work just fine. And you do have Dagon's forge that you could store the from ores and whatnot pretty easily.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Alright.
like the most of the weight was all of like the material goods we had. Everything else is like reagents, which are super light
Mm-hmm.
that you could probably keep on you.
Let's see.
We have dynamite, guys. I forgot.
We do.
We should have
dynamite.
blown up that hole.
We have 6 dynamite.
Oh right. Right. You shouldn't have reminded.
Also, would our strange satchel have been appraised?
Never mentioned it to me, but I can have it looked at.
I don't. Well, I'm trying to remember where we found it.
It's what's his face's satchel. It's the alchemist.
Oh, it was the alchemist satchel. Okay, then never
The
mind.
Yes.
apothecary set.
Yeah, the
Apothecary, sorry.
apothecaries. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
they just
that
call
would
it-
have been
they just-
returned to Fennec and would have been part of that.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool.
Yeah, they just called it a strange satchel because they didn't know what it did.
It's just full of herbs and shit.
All right. I'm going to gather up your tokens, put you guys on a map for this encounter.
Oh, boy.
Yay! Not environmental, right?
Not environmental.
You say
Woo!
that our the rocks fall and we almost die was on a map too.
Nope, it's a dragon dog. That's why he asked if we had something carrying with us so that the dragon could carry it off.
No, it's a rock.
That
Caca.
would be best.
Caw.
Better.
You know why that would be best, guys? Actually, I have wild empathy. I can make diplomacy checks instead of animal handling.
Well, sadly, they are not animals. They're magical beasts.
If only I spoke Druidic.
How long does it take to learn Druidic, by the way?
You cannot learn it without special features.
What?
It is a magical language secrefied upon the druidic primal powers.
I do primal stuff.
I mean,
Well, maybe you have a foot in the door.
maybe you have a foot on the door. Yeah.
I'll ask them next time I'm there.
All right. Let me just go and grab these things real quick.
There's more than one of them.
Da, 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 da.
I'm like, I don't know if to be intimidated or not by a smaller map.
I was gonna say, surely they won't be giant creatures because it's.
Surely.
Surely
Don't call
this
me Shirley.
place isn't just fog of war.
Yeah, the rest of the big square map is all just fog of war.
God, and just like a dragon the size of half the map just slowly enters frame.
Let's see. Enter this
So-
folder and this folder and this folder for there.
How about you guys? You ever die from a random encounter, TPK?
Yeah.
Not directly
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Alright. I mean, I don't know if I can count Stretch's axe, but I guess that was a TPK.
Also, there's
by
nothing that
random
says that this
encounter.
is bad. It's just unlikely. Like we're having a very rare, unlikely encounter. It could be positive.
But
Who
it's
knows?
all low rolled.
Yeah, but it's a it's within the 20 percentile.
All right. So, as you guys are traveling along the road, pushing down towards the township of Oakbrook. Just checking guys' passive perception real quick to see who would notice first. Harold, you would notice first as your giant elephantine ears would pick up the sounds of hoofed steps closing northwards towards you. As you're rounding the bend here, you can see off in the distance just the tips of what appear to be the heads of three figures traveling north by horseback.
My lord, there's hooved creatures approaching.
Leopold immediately slaps himself and activates the shift hex. basically I make minor changes to where I don't look like Leopold.
Brilliant, my lord.
It has no duration because I'm applying it to myself.
Do we need
So
to
my
hide?
My hair changes color slightly.
Do we need to hide? I can hide us.
You think you guys have but a moment to decide if you were wishing to hide or to continue on your path, where these figures will most certainly notice you if you do not decide.
Let's just get out of the road. I mean, if you want to hide, you can hide. I'm just gonna stand on the side. I'm just doing this in case they're looking for me, because I did write a few letters about how terrible House Margrave is, because he's an asshole, and they may be pissed at Leopold.
Oh, I'll stay with you, I guess. I'm not gonna hide. I'm not really that kind of person.
Do I got time to cast a spell?
But I'll
Up to you if you want to decide to cast a spell or if you want to go to hide.
I'm gonna cast a spell.
Alright, for those who are hiding, roll me a stealth check. And what are you looking like, Leopold?
So my hair is now like, it's typically like a white color. It's now black. My eyes are no longer the beautiful hazel, but they're blue. My nose is slightly longer. My mouth is slightly smaller.
Mm-hmm.
Like enough to make it to where my face doesn't look like my face. But I look like an average guy. Because I can't really do a lot. I think it's less than the disguise spell. It's just like, minor alterations.
Yeah. Alright, and what are you casting there, Jermaine?
For the moment, it's a sustained shimmer where I am just going to be invisible as they pass by for that short amount of time. And I'm going to make Leopold's clothes, for the moment, just look different. I'm going to give him more of a less lordly outfit, and more of a common standing, just
Okay.
traveler.
Very good, very good.
You're casting an illusion on me so you can turn visible because of
Yeah. And what are you casting, Jime?
You're changing your face, I'm changing your clothes, so even more.
Yeah.
I'm casting magic armor.
Oh, I see. All right. So,
I want to make a quick binding check.
Sure. What are you trying to bind?
Just put a wall up in front of them, have them slam into it.
I'm just gathering.
Okay, just gather in case you need it.
Yeah.
All right. The first face you will see would be a young man with a scar over their right eye, black hair, close, short black beard, well trimmed, and fine leather and steel armor in the style of brigandine. They bear with them very clearly as they're traveling along this road, flanked by two knightly figures also on horseback, the symbol of House Marvellin. As they would trot forward and sing the large elephant very clearly, they kind of would slow their trot and would kind of get closer together as the knights, dressed in heavily plated armor, shields in hand, and their hand, you can tell as they see the elephant reach for their blades. Don't pull it out, they just have it resting there with the rein still in hand, resting atop the blade's pommel. But the young man would speak forth. Well, hello there, friends. You have quite an interesting beast amongst your posse. Pray tell, what brings you to our fair kingdom?
We have heard about the manticore in the region and the plight it caused, and had heard about an adventuring party that had gone missing around Oak. Now I can't remember the name of it. Leopold will know it because it's where his hated enemy lives.
Oakenbrook.
Around Oakenbrook.
I couldn't say about any missing adventuring bands, I'm afraid, but we did have a group of adventurers come by not too long ago who slew the beast, so never you fear.
Who were these adventurers?
Oh, a band of druids, from what we hear. They, under the employ of the Lord of House Valen to the north, from whence you came.
Oh,
The Green Banner be their name, if I recall correctly. Is that right, Regis? Yes, my lord.
We didn't really make it that far before we heard about the Manticore thing. What do you know of this Lord Valen?
Well, he is going to look you up and down as he sees Cormac trying to stealth horribly behind the elephant.
He should get a cover bonus, GM.
He doesn't have that feature, I'm afraid.
No.
Well, this local lord is new to the land, and is sworn to my father. And we are, well, going to go investigate some rumors that he has been bad-mouthing him, I'm afraid.
Oh, that's terrible.
Truly.
Yeah, I think I heard that.
Truly. A most uncouth sort if he has only just arrived here in these lands and he's already, well, speaking ill of his liege lord.
You know, you look familiar.
Well, I'd hope so. Is it the beard or the hair?
No, don't tell me. Are you Oris Marvalen?
Oh, fine guess indeed. I am that, yes. And
Wow,
you are,
it
sir?
It's so nice to meet you. I'm, my name is Chime.
As he says this, I'm gonna gather in another piranha
Roll me a bluff check.
because I just go. I'm just holding it in.
guys,
I'm
get to
Spartacus. No,
I
I'm
get to
Spartacus.
see the second best thing I'm good at.
Roll mine in
Bluffing.
secret. Roll my sense motive in secret.
Oh god.
Okay, I failed my piranha check, so I only get one.
Well, that's a curious name, Chime. Pray tell, where does it come from?
So I know Chime's full backstory because I read my cousin told me all about their information. So
You know my fake backstory.
I recite Chime's fake backstory.
Which is?
Chime.
Chime.
Oh, fuck.
I'm from the mainland. I studied, restorative and transmutative magics at one point. It really didn't work out for me. My friend here, and he points to Chime. They're much more acute at it, so I've kind of given up the craft at this point. But we're just kind of traveling around. We heard about the missing adventurers, and we were coming to look into it. But I mean, obviously, if you came from Oakvale, is it Oakvale? I keep forgetting.
No, it's not.
Oakenbrook.
There you go.
Yeah. If you've come from Oakenbrook, then I mean, I guess it's safe. I mean, we just heard this terrible thing about this Rideholt guild, about how they went missing, and we were going to the Guild of Rideholt, and we're going to go look into it.
Well, I haven't heard any news about this guild that you speak of, I'm afraid. They are gone missing. That is certainly something that my father would want to hear about. Alas, we are on the way. Important business for him.
Alas, where? There's alas. To look around.
No, Sir Dwarf. It is a term of phrase saying, "Oh well, we cannot do such a thing."
Well, I would say that we've also heard rumors of this Lord Valen, but honestly, I heard quite the opposite. That he sees Lord Marvalen as an inspiration to his seat.
Roll bluff.
Wishes to
As he's
rise.
saying that, he sucks in another pro.
What is
Knowing every time that he's like and he fails again because he's laughing internally too hard.
That's a 27 on that
Roll
line, 'cause
with
Leopold
disadvantage
knows he needs
because
some luck to
of
save
hail.
it.
Can I help?
You can roll a bluff as well to see if you can assist Leopold, but I need Leopold to roll me one more time because of hail. Not because you're internally laughing, because the gathering of prana is being noticed.
There we go.
A 27 versus a whatever 35.
That should have 15 instead.
15 total? Okay.
I should have used my elder one.
Alright. Interesting. Perhaps these rumors that we've been gathering is just some local peasantry then. Either way, something that my father has requested I look into. Well,
Of course.
if you wouldn't happen to keep an eye out for this guild of Reinhardt or what have you, was it?
Yeah.
I'm sure my father would be happy to hear more about it. Pay handsomely if you can gather any news. We wouldn't want any local adventuring bands to go missing. Doesn't do well for business.
Of course. In fact, we heard about these merry marauders that had died. So we're also wondering about what killed them there. But I would say, best of wishes to you on your quest. You're just as personable as everybody is told. And it's been a wonderful opportunity to meet you.
Well, it does not do
I've learned a
to
lot.
not let your subjects think ill of you, lest you have a reputation like the Ruby Queen.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Oh, a patron from the Shadowfell. A horrible woman. Some say she's a vampire. You believe the rumors?
Yikes. Be terrible.
Have you ever met her?
Not personally, but her reputation does precede her. Many of her subjects have fled here. Well, not here specifically, but there's a land upon the mainland that does house a good number of her former subjects. Those that speak of the tortures and, well, let's just say, for pleasantness' sake, that their folk are better off here than there.
Are vampires seen as not good things?
Have you been living under a rock, Sir Dwarf?
I am a dwarf. I think that I could take that as an insult, honestly.
Forgive me, he drinks too much.
He will begin to pour out his endless flow.
I see.
Just so much drinking.
That certainly makes sense then. Well, we have tarried long enough. I'm afraid we must truly be going now. Good luck in your search, Chime.
Yes. Oh, I would suggest, we heard terrible things about going straight to Wolf Creek from this road. You might want to head back south and then take the long way back all the way around.
What sort of terrible things? Or another bluff.
Hale would not laugh at this one because it's not that funny.
We, supposedly the Merry Marauders died to some sort of poison-stricken attack to the northeast of here, which is true. Just not tell them how far northeast.
Yeah.
And so that's something to be wary of. I mean, the Manticore has been dealt with, but never too careful.
Don't forget about the owlbear sightings.
Oh yeah, there were a few owlbears that we heard were in the woods.
Oh, truly terrifying beasts, that. And if there is a poisonous creature up that way, then. Your warning is heeded, Sir Chime. But I'm sure my knights here and I can keep ourselves safe for now.
Sure.
Safe travels.
Yeah.
They will,
Thank you,
push
brave
off-
knights, for keeping the roads safe.
They'll push off north and ride Wolf Creek.
I was about to create a pit under their horses in order to make them
Chime will fucking lunge
go
at me.
lame.
What? I'm sorry, I had to get a name. It's the closest one to me.
I don't know. Use like Maribel or something. Like, don't use my name.
Look, you're the only one who has some degree of, nobility in your title.
I don't because I never said that.
Okay, never mind. You were the closest one to me. Regardless, I hate that guy. He's such a pompous ass. But he said there was no problem to
We
the
should have
south.
just killed him. He was all by himself.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
you want to kill the liegeling's son?
yeah, because then they're going to suspect it's me because he went to go see me, and then he doesn't come back.
I mean, then we just torture him until he joins us?
But Leopold, make your face look like his.
I can't do that much. I try to make my face as close to his as possible.
Jermaine?
I mean, I can, but
Yeah.
under scrutiny, it would fail.
And
If you look long enough and hard enough, and everybody that talks with someone is looking at an illusion for a fucking long time.
Well,
He
he just
said there
needs
was
it.
no problem south to Oakenbrook, so either he's lying or they were looking for Dagan somewhere else.
Just memorize the face, Jermaine, that way so that we can make it later in case, we need it.
Yeah.
All right. I've seen him, so I suppose.
You're lucky I kept my mouth shut, is all I'm saying. He kept on saying chime, and I kept on wanting to open my mouth and go, oh.
I kept laughing, I'm gonna be honest.
I thought you were going to say I'm also called Chime, and this would have been very suspicious.
I was about to say I fucking hate you, Chad.
Yes,
Look,
it's noted.
Okay,
But now he's going to go to town and interrogate people, and should
They're
we deal with that?
Praises of
No.
Leopold, because those rubes love their new houses.
yeah, if anything,
I mean,
the only
that's
people who
true.
know that I've been
As
bound
long
them
as he
is...
isn't able to speak to the old mayor, everything will be fine.
The bigger issue will be when they describe all of us hanging around Leopold, and there's just one of them that they don't describe perfectly.
Yeah, look, it's not uncommon for nobility to travel under disguise, okay? It's also not uncommon for rumors about, issues. And besides, the only people who know that I should talk to them is you guys.
Obviously, they know
And
they
letters.
should talk to you.
You've been writing letters, haven't you?
Yeah, but not from me.
Now you need to pin more rumors about people making rumors about you to pin tensions between your liege lord.
Yeah, you know what? I'll say
Ooh,
that it
you put
was
on the block.
Regis. I'll blame Regis once we get back home.
One of them's
Oh,
name was
wonderful.
Regis, I think.
Yeah, anyways, I think y'all are missing the point of the fact that for some reason he said there's no problems between here and Oakenbrook. So where did they go missing?
Well, obviously, between here and Oakenbrook.
True. I mean,
I
he's
mean-
probably lying. He did say that that's bad for business, implies that there's some sort of business.
No,
If
people
he would have
can
lied for any
disappear
reason,
without
I would have gotten some sort of feeling from him.
Look,
People-
he takes the main road. The adventurers probably went off the road, all right?
You know what would be funny? If he snuck around while we were having this conversation and is currently listening to it from the woods.
on horseback. I mean, I guess.
I mean, he would just tie off the horses and then sneak around.
As you go to look, Harold, give me a perception check.
Because maybe he
Come
has the same
on.
kind of sense as you do.
God,
You don't really notice anyone watching.
There's 3 men in breastplate huddled up against the rock with their hands cupped around their ears. It's just-
No, they have blankets in front of them. They look like bushes, obviously.
Well, all right. So what do we do now? Do we just into the woods, or are we going to?
I
God,
think we
I've
attack him.
infected everyone.
I think we attack him and knock him out. Or no, what we can do is we can attack him, have our bird stone him, and then we bring him back and
Yeah.
say that he was killed by monsters.
And then they can just pay to unpetrify him, like we did
No,
doing with the
we
elf.
break off the head.
No, what we do is, if we want to do that, is we would disguise ourselves to attack him with the cockatrice. It stones him, and then we give him back and cure him for favor or something stupid.
Okay, I just want to
Why are you
walk
doing
back
this?
real quick, guys. Y'all didn't like my disease into expanding plague weapon.
We've
And
got
now
to
y'all
get
want
rid
to
of
just-
this guy anyway.
You want no? We don't have to because we can just manipulate them.
And
Obviously,
we don't have the means to take their land or deal with their
Yeah, we still
fucking
have to. Yeah, we still have to have your
standing
friends.
army. They have so much more cars than us.
Yeah, we need your family reunion to happen.
here's the thing. You don't need a standing army immediately. If you can take out both the heads, it falls onto their immediate successors beyond their family. If
And
you
that's
can,
not me yet.
that is you. You are their successor. If
No, I'm not.
if
Not
they
yet.
all die, their land goes to you. You become the new head of their land.
Do we even know how many other sons he has? We
Yeah,
just
I have lore, Dorovian high society.
Roll me a
among other
knowledge
things.
nobility.
Yeah, and I do have knowledge nobility as well.
and knowledge local.
And knowledge. I don't have.
I have Lord Darvonian nobility. Can I also roll?
Yeah,
Yeah, I also.
I just have the lore. I don't have the knowledge
you
nobility.
can roll.
I got lore court rumors, but man.
You can roll that too.
Hey, bastard
I-
sons and shit, you know.
I want to know if they have a competent court mage.
Oh, I guess I could roll knowledge, but
Gee.
they've already got it. They did good.
All right. Leopold. He has 3 sons. That is his second oldest.
He won't even miss him.
He's the middle child, obviously.
Which is his, so what do I know of the sons?
So he has a young son, the youngest one, who is taking tutelage under the court mage. The boy has often been seen as fairly sickly, but through medical advancements, or more specifically, through priestly care, the boy has survived the weaker years of their youth, and have since taken to the magical arts. The middle child, as you saw, fairly pomp and circumstance, very much thinks of himself as a knightly figure, all about that chivalry and honor, and dressing himself up as a hero. It's what he puts on. A lot of the town folks do kind of like him a lot because of this. If he does have a different, like a more inner demeanor to his real thoughts and his real actions, you're not quite sure, even with a 26. He hides it well if he does, but he is definitely more of a knightly warrior of sorts. No magics that you're aware of, but skilled at arm. The oldest son, that one you think is much more skilled in the game of the courts. Still skilled at arm and war, as is tradition within the noble houses of Darvonia. But you think, being the heir, he was definitely raised with the ideal that he would be running the castle and the kingdom in mind. With this, noted down, you think, based on this knowledge and some of the other knowledges you have about this eldest son, if anyone is to know about any like missing folk, it'd probably be him, because there is some rumors based on Chime's knowledge that this eldest son does have a bit of a cruel streak, and often is seen frequenting, at least according to the rumors, some of the lower streets of Pearlmark, the capital, often going on week-long binges up in the capital, where he is found whoring himself around, or more actually, going to whorehouses, not whoring himself. So I guess he is a whore. A little bit.
Little turn of hand,
Yeah. Anyways, he often frequents the lower streets, the more seedier taverns, and it's said he's a little bit of an embarrassment of his father, at least in the courtly rumors that Chime would know. You would get a little bit of that too with your super high 26 and your own lores. But that's kind of what you would gather. For Chime, with your courtly rumors, you know that there's a rumor the youngest child, his cure was not so divine in nature.
So we're talking like black magic.
Black magic or pact magic, something of an ill nature, something that might be cause for a scandal, but they're just rumors. Something that some people within the courts of Pearlmark have mentioned, that you might have overheard. It's unsubstantiated, and they're just like, oh, maybe. But there's enough of a thing there that there is a rumor. As for the middle child, your knowledge of courtly secrets and whatnot, there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with him. It's weird. All the rumors just are people fawning over him, either wishing to be part of his nightly entourage or being with him, quote unquote.
Yes, well, that one that which just went by was the perfect child in a sense. Not in line though.
What about the other? What about the other children?
The eldest child, a bit of a deviant, I suppose.
Yeah, he's kind of sucks, but he's really good at the game. He actually wrote a book that he released about manipulation and you. It was a pamphlet. Most people didn't know that he wrote it, but from how he talks, someone who knows him has heard him talk, which I've heard of from my cousin, and then reading the book, it's written the same way. He knows his stuff. He's really good at it.
But can we use them? Can we pit them against each other?
Well, some people say the third child wasn't cured in a good way,
Like what? Like human sacrifice?
It eats people's hearts, nonsense like that.
That sounds like something Cormac would be able to talk to people about.
Why is it always the most depressing topics for me?
You'd probably learn.
It kind of goes with the standard.
If it's a curse, I would actually probably know more than Cormac.
Well, if they cured it through, magics that aren't so divine. He says, shifting into his southern accent, because he's from the south. Maybe it was a demon.
Oh, and maybe he needs the life of random people to stay alive, and he's the mysterious missing people. Ugh.
Yeah. Or wait. We could pit the oldest brother against the middle child. Have them kill them.
Well,
Being like, hey,
I,
if we
I think,
if we convince
Hale, I
them
think you're
there,
kind
and
of thinking a little too far down the way.
I mean, in
Let's,
my land, we just kill everybody that's in your way
yeah,
until you become the successor.
let's
yeah,
let's let's try
understand.
to find the missing enchanter and or the party, and you know, if we can figure out what's going on, then we can hopefully get back to town before this guy either leaves or causes too much problems. And yeah, I say we keep moving. I already have some plans for our Valens. I'm working on. We'll as they're digested and built, I can flesh them out with y'all. Cormac, I'm sorry that you get asked to do the depressing things.
Hey, it's fun.
You,
I was just making a joke.
but
It's the part where you
let's
laugh.
just let's just keep moving.
All
I
right.
hope he doesn't talk to my students.
So, as you all set back upon the road, traveling south towards Oakenbrook, goal in mind, that'll be where we call the session. You guys had fun. Pick back next week with
Yeah.
Oakenbrook and beyond. Until then,
I'm
though.
gonna ask Chime about Valen's secrets.
Yeah.